Hello, my name is Lindsey Giordano, and I'm an intern here at the Dye Mansion Washington headquarters right here in Wayne, New Jersey. Today I'm going to take you around to see the artifacts and everyday items that General George Washington and the Dye family used in the 18th century and compare them to their modern day versions. The first object we're going to look at is a bed key. A bed key was used to tighten up the ropes underneath the mattress. The mattresses were usually made of straw, grass, or hay, so if the ropes weren't tightened, it would have fell through. Nowadays, we don't really need a bed key because our mattresses are made of springs or memory foam. On this table, we have a shaving mug and a barber's bowl. In the 18th century, it was considered in fashion to have a clean-shaven face. Barbers were also considered doctors, and they performed a practice called bloodletting. Bloodletting is when they would drain a certain amount of blood based off of the illness. This is a bed warmer. A bed warmer was used by moving the coals and the embers from the fire and putting it in the pan. We would then move the pan to the bed and shift it around between the sheets and the mattress to warm it up. We don't need to use this nowadays because we have electric blankets. This is a foot warmer. Much like the bed warmer, you would take the coals or the embers from the fire and put them in the box. But the foot warmer was considered a portable heater, so you could take it around the house or in your carriage. A modern day version of the foot warmer would be an electric space heater. This is a chamber pot. It was used by members of the household to relieve themselves at night. It would usually be cleaned out the next morning. The amount of chamber pots in a house usually indicated how wealthy the family was. Similar to present day, the amount of bathrooms in a house would indicate how expensive the house will be. This is a wig, and in the 18th century it was considered fashionable and a symbol of wealth and social status. Wigs were made out of goat, horse, and human hair. Contrary to popular belief, George Washington did not wear a wig. He instead powdered his hair white. At the turn of the 19th century, due to the French Revolution, wigs fell out of style. The women of the Dye family were still entertaining guests and visiting with neighbors, even while George Washington was staying here. During some of those visits, a cording candle might have been used. A cording candle is not just a regular candle. It can be adjusted to mimic a timer. If someone were courting the daughter of the house, it would be adjusted to let the gentleman know when the visit was over. If a suitor was proving worthy to the family, then the candle would be made a little bit longer with each visit. It was also a sign for a normal visitor to know when it was time to leave. This is a fireback. A fireback was a piece of heavy cast iron that was put in the back of the fireplace to protect it and reflect heat up into the room. Firebacks are still used today, but thanks to electricity and gas, there are other ways to heat up our homes. During the 18th century, a child was expected to start thinking or acting more like an adult around the age of 7. A lot of the toys that you see here are still played to this day. The toys and games that the Dye family used were handmade. Some of the more higher-end toys were made from wood by a professional. If you were unable to get toys made, children tended to play with whatever was around or played outside.